All right, so this spiritual thought is very similar to the last one, which was basically choosing happiness. However, this one is a bit more about uh, focusing on your attitude and how it can pull with this one is Joseph of Egypt. We all know the story on what happened. And with him, it's just interesting when you look at his life, how he was basically his father's favorite and then went into slavery and then all the bad that happened to him, and how in every single situation in his life, he seemed to just rise to the top. And it's hard to ask yourself like why did he do that? And I think a lot of it's because of his attitude. Like even when he was in prison with the king's servants, he was still a positive influence on them to where when they left, they remember him. And even the king's guard over the prison set him over all the prisoners. Why? Because there was a radiance about him and a positive attitude. I guarantee it.
Well, I also think it's like I feel like Joseph had this perspective. He knew what God wanted from him, and he knew that for everything that happened to him, there was a reason behind it.
Yeah.
Like he said,
Yeah.
"Oh, you guys sold me to Egypt when I was young, but God knew that there would be this famine, and He prepared a way for me to
Yeah.
serve you."
Yeah.
And so he always like looked at it from like a eternal perspective. He always looked at it the way God would see that situation
Yes.
versus just like, well, this sucks. My life sucks.
Yes. When there was a famine in his homeland and his siblings came to Egypt to get food, uh, can you imagine how most of us would be so angry and so like resentful and want to maybe kill those who ruined our life? But he had the eternal perspective and said, "No, God put me here for a reason. This is why I'm here, was to save you guys from the famine." What an amazing, optimistic, positive view on things. And really, when we choose to have this view, we can go a lot of places and make the most of our life.
And
So,
we can just be a really good instrument in the hands of God. So I think if we continue to build our relationship with God, whatever
the
we,
purpose, the easier it is to swallow why things are happening to you, and the more you learn from it. So, attitude determines altitude. Have a good attitude. Find the good in everything.
if you guys like these kind of spiritual thoughts or just want to have some spiritual enlightenment from our Christian perspective, feel free to give us a thumbs up or feel free to subscribe or share it with someone who you think may need this message today.
That's the best one. Share it with people who you feel like could benefit.
Have a good
Thanks.
day. Bye.